All right, Anna. This is the game.
Her story.
Her story.
Whose story?
Hers.
She?
Her.
So we're going receiving the action.
Let's find out.
Ooh, ER. R. Tori. That must be her. Why?
Silly question. All right, looking at a computer monitor.
So was this made by just one person?
No, I think it was made by a few different people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's a search terminal here inside our little monitor.
Oh, this is actually the game.
This is the game.
I thought we were looking at somebody else's monitor playing the game.
No, this is ours. So the first word in here is murder. So.
Ooh, is this a mystery?
Is it?
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
All right.
Are we her?
No. We just have to watch the videos and figure it out.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Ooh, Simon got murdered.
Okay.
Okay.
In February.
So we're listening to her story about Simon getting murdered.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
No, she's definitely guilty.
So she's wearing different clothes. These are different interviews that we're watching, just different clips of them. These two interviews are the same, obviously.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
It was very dark.
All right. So what should we search for?
So the game is like a search engine.
Yes. There's a README text. Introduction to the logic of the computer. Logic is the backbone. Modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape. To retrieve a clip, type in the word, e.g. robbery, into the search field, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses the word. To narrow a search, use multiple words. Robbery supermarket. To store a clip for later reference, click add to session.
This is like a very nerdy game, isn't it?
Maybe.
I mean, oh dear.
I think these are just the, really, read me. Here's a database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. Couldn't find the server.
What does the word mothball mean?
Mothballed.
Like soak up the smell?
No. Mothballs is what they threw in wardrobes to keep it from...
Oh, I know that, but don't they soak up the smell?
Yeah, but I think mothball just means stored in a cupboard somewhere. Like mothballs.
Oh, it's talking about the mothball itself.
I think so.
Why would they use such a confusing word?
I don't know. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. I think that's the exit button. What's in the rubbish bin? Hack.
This is how we would. Good hack. No, it's like spelled.
Yeah, good hack.
What? Wait,
Or
that does not. Grace hacked?
Grow. G-R-O-C.
Gross
E?
hack. Grocery hack.
Murder. Mirror game.
Mirror game.
Cracker. Cyber ghost. Supplier, the legends. Stripper, you never seen us. Triple X.
Ew.
There's a
lady's
person.
face.
Cracks with class.
Are they talking about her
There's a mirror
upper
pane.
regions?
I don't know. We'll figure that out later. All right. So what should we search for first?
Flood.
Flood?
Wait. Well, that wasn't a clue, was it?
No.
Well, I
Was it a clue?
can't get the word mothball out of my brain. I don't know.
Mothball. None.
Well, okay.
So the guy's
Can we
name
search
is-
names?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Simon is the guy. We know that.
And we're searching for more files on these people?
We're trying to figure out who killed Simon,
Okay.
I think.
Well, the flood was interesting because of the database being, like, wiped out, right?
I think that's just backstory.
Okay. I'm just very confused.
Yeah, there's nothing on the
Okay,
flood.
okay. So we got to stick with, like, the interview stuff.
Just watch
Okay.
the tapes.
Okay, let's start with Simon then. It's not her story, but it's Simon's story.
Simon. Okay, there's 5 of them.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass.
Ernst Brothers.
Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, so he's special at glass. Is he good at glass blowing?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, the thing about the mirror is interesting because of the hack. It's called the mirror game. Anyway, let's keep going.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Is she reporting him missing in this clip?
Maybe this is the first one?
But it says clip D121, so.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
This reminds me of the Odyssey. Helen drugged all of their drinks in the Odyssey. How weird is that?
Connections. Okay, so Helen is a character of interest. She's a barmaid, so she might be Sarah, whoever this person is.
But we have finished these videos.
Might be jealous.
Helen was very jealous in the Odyssey. Jealous of everyone's affection.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess. That kind of thing. Yes, there's an Amstrad one.
Amstrad.
No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess.
We know he's into video games. Roll credits.
What?
Because we're playing a video game. Is this a video game? It feels more like just a choose your own adventure.
It's a computer game, yes.
Murder mystery.
It's a murder mystery computer game.
Got it.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy.
Maybe he went missing?
Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident.
She threw out the word accident.
So what do we do next?
What do we do next? What was the last thing?
What do we do next?
Oh. Alright. So that's under Simon.
What should we do next?
Well, the Helen person sounded interesting.
Let's search for Helen.
Alright.
It'd be interesting if she worked at a Trojan bar.
Okay. Oh, because of the...
Serving up drinks. Playing it cool.
No. spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Ooh, jealousy. Woo! Woo! Woo!
The blondes, baby.
How many blonde women do you think there are? Oh, wow.
There's a few. Wow, there's a guitar in this one.
A love song.
You want me to play something?
Yes, please.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Right up your street. What? I don't get it.
I don't either.
So the person who's interviewing is of interest.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in.
She has angry feelings towards her older sister.
Both had a love for the captain's son.
Whoa.
So Helen and her.
Maybe.
But he only cared for the youngest one. All the dreadful oh, the eldest envied her sister.
Fair blonde.
Oh, the wind and the rain.
I think we're on to something.
Oh, she even says blonde.
All the dreadful wind and rain.
Did she kill Helen?
So she pushed her in and held her down.
Whoa. She confessed to a second murder. I'm just kidding.
Watched her as she slowed
Oh my god. Woo!
Okay, the flood, water's coming up a lot.
She floated up
And drink.
floated down.
Maybe she's drowned her sorrows in alcohol.
Floated till a ship came by. All the dreadful
The ship is gonna pull her out of the alcohol.
out comes the captain's
Whoa.
son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
No.
It gets weird after that?
That was very normal, James. Very normal for an alcoholic.
So the wind and the rain and the captain's son. That's interesting.
Yes. Should you write any keywords down? Is it cheating to use paper in a video game?
No,
That
it's
is
a
the
murder
question.
mystery. You have to write stuff
Yes,
down.
but isn't it going against the true nature of the game industry?
You use whatever tools that you have. I mean, you're eating strawberries. Is that against the rules?
It enhances my mental fortitude. I don't know.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
I think she murdered both of them, is my thing.
Ooh, there's 2 victims.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
What's a cat flap?
Okay, first of all, blonde wig.
So they found
Helen
a blonde
has
wig
blonde
or something.
hair, but who would need use of a blonde wig?
Maybe she would. So what are
But-
you looking for?
A cat flap is the thing that... Aren't they usually called dog doors, though? Maybe for people with lots of cats.
She does have a British accent. Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's an
different
English
over in the
thing.
UK.
Ugh, weird.
Brexit and everything.
Yeah.
They're just weird. Okay, what's next?
I don't know. There's so many options.
Captain.
Oh, Captain.
Oh, it's just the song. Okay.
In this song, Why don't you type in sister? See if anything comes up for sister.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting.
She?
Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
What?
Whoa.
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Oh. Theory. Okay. Brown-haired girl.
Yeah.
Pregnant. With Simon's baby. It's like a...
Why is there music playing now?
We've unlocked a message level. Has the clock always been there?
Yes.
Very
Maybe.
weird.
I don't know.
We should also make sure that the words behind don't change.
Southeast.
Southeast Constabulary. Southeast.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
So maybe she has a sister. The crap. You see that?
I think it's when you move the mouse.
No, that face.
There was a face?
Yeah.
No.
You missed. It was a whole face.
No.
All over the entire screen.
No.
Yes.
This is really creepy.
I think we've gotten to a next level type thing. Here.
Okay, so the creepy face is next level. But I didn't see the creepy face.
Well, there's music playing now. So.
Okay. This is really freaking me out. I'm gonna need some of this.
My sister is gone,
Oh, she's missing.
and she's never coming back.
Oh, because she be dead.
Oh, she did, baby.
Oh, her sister is dead.
So what was this
Theories?
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea
This was the
waiting.
pregnancy reveal.
one? Right.
Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
He didn't know she had?
Yeah, so he didn't
She
know
knew that
that they were
instant.
sisters. So my theory is that
The look on his face.
this girl is pregnant with his child because he was having an affair, but didn't know that he was having an affair with his wife's sister.
This thing is all flickery. No, okay, so after this clip,
She
there's a
sent him out
weird
the house,
face.
kicked him out.
Well,
Maybe.
there's a face watching. This
Crying
is
and I
all
went round.
fluorescent
I guess I
lighting.
had a
Yeah, but the
feeling
face like
I
appeared.
could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
I think you're imagining things.
Yeah, being dead serious. Like because you can see it, the outline of
You
it.
can see the outline, but I don't know that it's. I think it's just a shadow. I don't think it's come to clarity yet.
Alright. How do you spell pregnant?
Oh my word.
What? There's so many!
I know. It's a good thing you knew how to spell it.
I am amazing.
Amazing. What a problem solver.
I got pregnant.
Oh.
Both our parents had a big powwow.
Mm.
We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days.
She's pregnant.
I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
So in some clips she's pregnant, and in some clips it's after.
I think so. She in the blue this first one she said she was pregnant.
Right. We are astute.
Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
See, the birthday tea.
So something about a birthday. Birthday tea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're twin sisters.
That is possible. Because it would play into our theory that he slept with one of them.
Or both of them.
Both of them, yeah. Yes. Married to one, lovers with another.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending.
It's all a metaphor.
Is that too much?
It's a little too much. A little over the top.
This is so weird.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
So there could be hospital records on this database as well. Yeah. Also, did you notice that our access was limited?
Yes. Where?
Oh, well, when we searched the last one, the pregnancy thing, it said like 5 entries, but then it said like access restricted. Oh, we haven't watched those yet.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, the dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Oh, it's I put pregnant and then I put pregnancy.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
Oh. I was wondering why there were 2 more.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Hannah. Who's
This
Hannah?
was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Oh.
Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Okay, no. I have an even crazier theory. You're right about the twin sister thing. There are different women in these clips.
But
These are interviews of
Hannah
the
and Simon were
twins.
still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school.
Eric.
And then
So, see that? You saw that?
That was really creepy.
I think that's the person who. Why can't I add this to session? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do names. There's a bunch of names here. Why can't I add it to session?
Because it's too important.
Oh, I already did add it to session. It's right
Oh,
here.
there you go.
Okay.
So I think that
So the
these
music
interviews,
changed.
because we figured it out.
We have
It changed from minor to major chords. How
like it,
interesting.
like it. Okay, so there's a Hannah, which I think Hannah is the sister's name.
Yeah, I think you're right. You can search it again, though.
Wait, did I search Hannah?
No,
already?
sorry. I'm just like crazy.
Oh, it only gives you 5 clips at a time.
18.
entries. Access limited to the first 5 entries.
So, wait. I have a question about this game, though.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to try to solve it in, like, by watching as few clips as possible?
No. I don't think there's like.
How do we even
scoring.
solve it?
We figure out what's going on.
But how does the game know that we figured out what's going on?
I don't know yet. We'll have to get there.
What?
Maybe we were on the hacking program or something. I don't know.
We're a hacking program?
No. There's a hacking in the rubbish bin. There's a hack info and a mirror game.
Okay.
think mirror has something to do with hacking. I don't know.
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
I told you.
They're different
It's
people.
A palindrome.
It reads the same backwards as forwards.
I knew
It
that.
doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea.
So we gotta play that mirror game.
Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Should you write down any of that information? Gladstone.
I'll write down Gladstone. What else was it? The mirror game. The mirror thing has popped up a few times.
And
Because-
palindrome.
Because Simon would make beautiful mirrors.
Ah.
Yeah, and the one with the.
So it's both a metaphor and literal.
So what is this mirror game then? Oh, it's Reversey
What is reversey?
or Othello. It's a game where you place a tile, and you have to put it so that you can only put it on these pieces because that's where, and then it has to match the opposite end of. Sorry, I'm really explaining it badly.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So you have to place a tile of your color. So right now I'm blue, and
Do
it
I
has
have to play against you?
I mean, we can.
Or does the computer play against?
The computer's not playing it. It's just it let me play a red piece right here.
Okay.
So now to play a blue piece, I have to play it so that there's another blue piece on the opposite end.
And that will change the whole
It changes
row.
the whole line to blue.
I see.
And then red has all these places that they can't move anywhere over here. They can only move here. So like here, change all that. And then I can go here. And here. And here. And here. And here.
I wonder if a certain color wins, if we'll get more information.
Ooh. Let me see.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can just end the game.
Well, you have to play it out, right?
Maybe.
Is the goal to get them all the same color? Or just to get the most?
No, the goal is to get the most. So blue player and red player are both turning opposite turns.
Maybe it forms a picture, though.
No, it's just playing it based on my inputs.
Fine. Got all excited. Are you even playing?
No, I'm just clicking. I wanted to see what happens at the end of the game.
Player 2 wins.
Well, yeah, player 1 and player 2.
I know. But then you have to have player 1 win. So that did nothing then.
What? Yeah, that did nothing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing. Let's keep watching.
Okay. Oh, wow.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Eve.
Or she has split personality.
Weird. What is going on?
Morse code. Yeah?
I don't know Morse code though.
I don't know Morse code either.
I'm gonna say Morse code.
Should we search for Morse?
Yes, after these videos.
Okay. Maybe jot that down.
Oh,
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
what?
What?
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
She's not.
She is, but she isn't.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Weird.
Okay then. So there's a midwife named Florence, and she's a twin.
Who probably raised
Oh yes.
her.
Raised her.
Eve? Is her name Eve?
Maybe.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
The her was definitely emphasized. Whose story is this? Her story.
So who is Eve?
No, but wait.
What?
So this is Hannah's story.
Well, it's a story about Simon's murder.
No, it is her story.
Right.
It's not about Simon. Don't bring men into this. Hashtag feminism.
Who should we look for then?
Well, no, I think Florence is a good start. Mirror.
There's a lot about Florence.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay, so Florence took the baby.
Did you hear the sirens?
Yeah.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road.
She really overemphasized the her.
I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Oh, bam. There we have it.
Mirror again.
She was me.
She was me.
Okay, so there's a lot of mirror stuff going on.
And hers. Don't forget the hers.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess.
Like a mirror.
When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story was in there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
So widow has come up a few times.
Right.
Her story is definitely a theme.
Her story.
Roll credit.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
So she has memory issues. So Eve has come up twice now, yeah?
So this is Eve, though. So Eve and Hannah are the sisters.
Okay, I'm getting all twisted around.
Okay. So
We haven't
Eve
searched
and Hannah.
for Eric, right?
Huh. That name came up. Should we search for Eve?
We haven't yet, right? Maybe we should.
There's 7 injuries.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
So this is Hannah.
So Eve might not be the sister?
No, Eve is the sister. Hannah. This is Hannah.
Yeah, but why did she call her friend?
Because they didn't know they were sisters when they were young.
But,
Remember it was like looking in a mirror?
okay. I guess we can play with it that way then.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around.
This goes back to that song.
Yep.
I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
She got issues.
But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
It sounds like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh.
Who
Woo.
broke this mirror?
So drowning.
She shattered that glass ceiling.
What?
I don't know. Glass has come up a lot,
Glass
too.
has come up a lot. Let's finish this, then we'll look for mirrors and glass. Because he worked at a glass-making shop.
Mm-hmm.
Ernest
And
Glass.
it said he started glazing. Like, he was doing the glazing process.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Wow, she's a bad girl.
Woo!
My mother called me Eve.
That was not very helpful.
So one of
Wait. My mother called me Eve could be short for something.
What?
Or maybe she has a different name. But her.
It's just reinforcing that this is one of them is Hannah and one of them is
But it
Eve.
just seems like a waste of a clip otherwise. I don't know.
I think there's just a lot of probably nothing clips in here.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
So I think we should set up which one is Hannah and which one is Eve in the different clips. So this one with the flower shirt, that one is Hannah. Right?
I think so. But, so, how long is this game?
Just until you figure it out.
I know, but then what do we do when we figure it out?
I think there's a thing that happens.
Okay.
But on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. It's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror.
Doesn't she have a black eye?
Yeah, is that a bruise? I was just
Kind of
thinking that.
mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? We gotta get back to blonde hair at some point.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Okay, hours not helpful.
Oh dear. Can we type in domestic abuse
Yeah.
next time?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
What?
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Creepy. So what about, like, where do we go now? I guess abuse? Because if this is a police station, they'd have some kind of... Oh.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
So they do the sister swap thing.
Yeah, like in the movie with Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. The Prestige.
Oh, I was thinking of, like, The Parent Trap.
Oh. Slightly different.
I was like, Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman, I don't remember them being part of Parent Trap.
So they were...
I'd love to trap them, though. Just kidding. Okay, swap? I don't know.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Maybe they synced up on the murder then. So, okay, so it's her story. It's two people, but they write in the same diary, synchronize their story so that it is one story. I know. But then, so the question is, did they both participate in the murder? I mean, I guess we're assuming they murdered Simon.
Well,
One of them.
That's an assumption.
That's an assumption.
One of them.
Okay, well, I think we're doing good.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Do you think we could have just searched story from the beginning when we heard her story?
We could have, but then how would it wouldn't make any sense.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure it is.
What? Okay, so then maybe one of them, something happened where something about them was revealed that they didn't want revealed. So they had to agree based off of the permutations of future events in their diary to kill him, even though one of them didn't want to.
But if they're, I get it if they're kids and they don't want their parents to find out. But why would they need to do that as an adult?
I don't know. That is the weird thing.
That is.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
A lot of fairy tales coming out.
Yeah, maybe we should search fairy.
Just fairy? 8 entries. She tells a lot of fairy tales, though.
Sorry.
So that's their connecting
The
point.
picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour? Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Okay.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
She's crazy.
She is crazy. We should search Eric after we watch this last one.
Eric it is.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
So one of them thinks everything is a fairy tale and one of them doesn't. But then even then, like, these 2 clips...
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Because they seem like they both...
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children.
Magical mirrors.
So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Truth?
About her being the lost child.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember...
So there was a time when Florence had her
Yeah.
thinking that she wasn't a twin.
Yeah.
So... Okay, so you said we should look up Eric?
I think so, because he seems like he's come up a lot.
Woo, 14 entries.
Wow. A whole new side of her story.
He was wearing a shirt. It's a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
So he left? He left
No,
the
she's
house?
reporting him missing there.
Oh.
So the question is, like, does one of them think he's missing and the other one knows that?
Knows that he's dead? Good question.
But I don't know, because the sequence is all out of order.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
So this is the one where she's reporting him missing then.
Yeah. Okay.
Still thing here.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Okay.
Van is very interesting.
Okay.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
So Eric has a lot of influence over
He
Simon.
has like a credit card. Well, he's his boss.
Yeah, but he has like personal.
Oh, you even gives us like query history.
Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
Eric was like an uncle to him.
See,
They were pretty
personal.
close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane. Another name.
Eric and Diane. Diane. Ooh. Okay, view Diane. Ooh, there's a.
Ooh, she's in the song? Woo!
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
So Diane is a witness then?
Some type of argument, maybe?
I don't know.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the Glaziers,
She
organises
is a
the Christmas
black eye.
party, that sort of thing.
Yeah, she is.
They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Steel, so you know about anniversary presents, right?
That time,
Uh-uh.
he must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
That must eliminate me. Oh, because it's frozen in time. So what was it about steel and anniversary gifts?
Well, so anniversary gifts, every year you're supposed to give a different type of gift
Yeah.
based off of how many years you've been married.
What year is steel?
That's what I don't know. We'll cheat and Google it.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Okay. But like, so our 5th anniversary is coming up. So you're supposed to give me,
Anniversary.
I don't remember. Look up our 5th as well.
Traditional wedding gifts. Hold on. Paper. So candy, wood, bronze, pottery, steel is the 11th anniversary. Also, so traditional is steel, modern is fashion jewelry. So a watch.
So we could search 11th.
Okay.
Did you look up our 5th anniversary while you're on there?
Oh.
I'm just hinting.
Sure.
Just letting you know that
What should I get you?
June is
something wooden or modern? It's silverware.
Oh, so do you want to be more traditional or more?
I'll get you something wooden.
Well, I know that you already have things that are wooden, but okay.
I'll get you some I'll think of something.
Chopping board.
Chopping board. Get in the kitchen, woman.
A rolling pin.
Make me a dinner.
So I can give you black eyes. Sorry, okay.
Not really.
So this is Hannah.
He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour.
Okay, she listed that like boss and Eric are
into
separate.
her trendy ingredients. And the last time, buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be
Eric,
us
his
returning the
boss.
favour. Diana's a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients.
Whoa.
And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines.
What are all these references?
I find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Wasn't fennel okay in Rapunzel? The story of Rapunzel. Fennel wasn't fennel the thing that the father. Am I thinking of a different story?
I have no idea.
Okay, there's a fairy tale where like a king climbs over the wall to get his wife some herbs, or I think it was fennel, but then some witch or something stops him and like curses them.
And
do you know what I'm talking about?
I know there's Sleeping Beauty where you find, not Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, where the dad sees a rose and gets the rose, and that's why he.
I'm gonna Google on your phone because I thought fennel was something very weird.
Fennel only has one entry.
Okay.
So supermarket.
I mean, sure. They talked about cooking. You could type in cook. Okay, fennel fairy story. I'm curious.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone, and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school.
Who's Doug?
They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon.
What?
It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Oh, well, they call fennel pollen culinary fairy dust. Which is weird.
That's funny.
It's on the Wall Street Journal. I'll read you some of what they say.
Okay.
Or actually, no, it's on the Pollen Ranch website. Scary.
That and the Wall Street Journal, they're basically
No, but this is what the Wall Street Journal said, quoted on the Pollen Ranch. Slightly sweet and ridiculously flavorful. A sprinkling of fennel pollen makes pure magic. Seasoned chefs will often say that there's no such thing as a shortcut in cooking. Mention fennel pollen, the potent granules harvested from the buds of flowering fennel plants, and they may make an exception.
Interesting.
Weird. So
Right.
Fennel. We've never cooked
So
with
who's
fennel.
Doug?
So yeah, who is Doug? Tell us more about Doug.
I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's, and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Okay.
Why does she feel sorry for Doug and Eleanor?
Yeah.
I hoover, I dust every week.
She cleans house for them.
I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, you know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front.
So they're older.
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Weird.
Hinting.
Yeah. This is good.
I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
I'm learning a lot about fennel still.
1984. It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Dang.
It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful.
Ooh.
Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Had to look up entomologist.
So 1984 is when their parents died.
And her baby died. And they lived it with Eleanor and Doug. An entomologist is a person who studies or is an expert in the branch of zoology concerning insects. I think I knew that actually. But, so, why would they bring in bugs for...
Because of the heat.
Because of the heat? That's disgusting.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Okay. Weird.
Okay. Alright. What should we look up?
Okay, so we have we looked up Doug?
Yeah, that was we just...
And have we looked up Eleanor?
Yes, this is Eleanor.
Sorry, I was like behind. Still researching fennel. So, we could look up...
They went to Rome. We don't know very much about Helen, but we knew she was a barmaid and she was blonde.
Oh, so we didn't even search for Helen yet?
Uh-uh.
What?
We were busy doing other things.
Oh, man.
Helen. Okay, maybe we did.
Okay, maybe we did search for Helen. So then
barmaid.
you could look up like Rome. Do you hear weird noises?
The clicking is just the sound effects of me typing.
Okay, I'm really freaked out. Okay, so you said Rome. We could do 1984. Are we allowed to search numbers?
I already tried and nothing comes up.
Oh, okay. We could do Rome.
Oh, we already did. Nothing. Only the one thing comes up. So that's,
okay.
what was it called? Amstrad. Amstrad.
We could also look up cook or cooking or dinner.
So we went missing on Friday. Let's look up Friday. Ooh, dinner.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Ooh.
I screamed and that's when I called the police.
So I think Simon is in the basement. In those trash bags.
So she called them bin bags, trash bags. So wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
So one of them was
Bonnie in
pregnant,
the basement.
but we know that they both had to like imitate the same things that happened, right? Could they have imitated a pregnancy and one of them had to get like an abortion or?
I mean, you could just wear padding. But I think with the whole thing with Simon, they had to tell Simon that there were sisters.
Yeah.
Because she got pregnant, and that's when they were like, oh, this is kind of it's kind of hard to hide pregnancy.
Oh, so you'd think of it more that way. But then the problem is, like, I feel like we jumped ahead 5 steps or something. Because we just discovered a body.
Yeah, so...
Maybe we should search body. Like, I mean, that seems, like, really obvious, but...
Well, there's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Oh, so she lied to them originally.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
What time was that? 6:27, 94.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
With glass.
Eric did it.
His glasses. He has these thick glasses. Doesn't always wear.
Yeah, but then the other one said that he couldn't see without them.
But only, like, he didn't wear them to watch TV or read, but he did need them when he read, like, menus and stuff like that.
Okay. A song.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Oh, with the rest of the song.
Laid a body on the doctor, oh, the wind and the rain, till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by on a dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. On the dreadful wind and rain, and he made fiddle pegs of her finger bones. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. On the dreadful wind.
So, finger and fiddle.
And he made Yes, the only tune that the field could play was all the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Yes.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. Okay, so
Yes.
fiddle, wind, rain. Have we searched all of those terms?
No.
Okay.
Wind, rain, fiddle. Hold on, let's watch
Because
this.
raininess could be interesting.
Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen.
I told
so
you.
many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Why did they need to be the same though?
That is the question. But let's search fiddle, wind, rain. I'm curious about all those terms.
Okay.
Fiddle.
Okay. Nothing.
Okay. We searched dinner, right?
Yeah.
And we searched, let me think. Where can we go from here though?
Friday was the day that he left.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
We never checked car or van.
Okay. Okay, not about the car.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow.
We never searched that.
I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
And Gladstone too is another name.
Yeah, we haven't searched either of those names yet. But that's okay. We'll keep watching.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Excuse me. Is there a bin?
She's still pregnant?
Maybe in this scene?
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Huh.
Glasgow.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
She did talk a lot about, remember the coffee clip where she was like, I've had enough coffee today, I want some water.
Okay.
I don't know. It's very weird. Why would she need so much coffee to stay awake?
Maybe everybody needs coffee.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay, so she went to Glasgow early, late at night or early. So she left Friday night. Simon left Friday night. 61 interests. Simon Friday. Simon.
Oh, we can search more than one at a time?
Yeah.
What?
I said that in the rules.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay, so they got married at 17.
Mm-hmm.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
What?
We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
We also haven't searched diary, have we?
Huh.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Okay. So if they got married at 17 because she was pregnant, they would still need to hide the fact that they were sisters because they'd be living at their parents' house still.
So they'd be underage. I mean, sorry. Yes, because they wouldn't yet be considered adults.
Right, they couldn't have moved out yet. So they were still hiding that fact from everybody.
Okay.
So they were really young then.
Yeah.
Mother.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Creepy.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Sarah.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Symmetrical.
So, because that's Hannah. So Hannah was the one that was pregnant.
Yeah, but so symmetrical, we've got symmetrical, we've got...
Palindromes.
Yeah. No, 2 M's.
Okay.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Thoughts? You're putting something together.
No, I'm confused. Like, who's the he? Are they talking about Simon?
I think so, because she knew who he was. He was amazed by the likeness between them.
There's something about singing at one of her shows.
Yeah.
Oh, and then tattoo. There's tattoo.
Tattoo.
Tattoo. Hold on. So singing.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist. Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
So if that's Simon at the bar,
There's
you
her
sure?
tattoo.
What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
do they both?
Oxford. So the bar was at Oxford?
Yeah.
But, so they both had to get tattoos then, right?
No, because didn't she moved out and got the tattoo?
Yeah.
So at that point it was okay.
Well, we're assuming that. Like, that's a big assumption.
Right.
I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
So she did get pregnant by who we're assuming is Simon at the bar.
I think you should type in affair. We haven't checked affair out yet.
Okay.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
Okay.
She was very quick to deny it.
Yeah.
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care
So Eve got pregnant.
for. Why are you trying to make me sad?
So one of them
Why
lost
are
a
you
baby.
so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Okay, so
Whoa.
I think when they were young, 17,
Yeah.
Hannah got pregnant.
Okay.
Because we definitely know that Hannah did get pregnant.
Right.
And then, so they moved, they got shotgun married, whatever. And then Eve moved out, started singing in bars and whatever. And then met Simon at the same time.
And she knew who he was, but he didn't know.
Yes. So then Eve got pregnant also.
Yeah.
After Hannah lost the baby.
And then that's why she threw up during the interview. Because she's pregnant. She said, I have my baby to care for. I mean, I think we're on to something.
I think we're on to
Let's
something.
keep going.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Okay. No. There's one more.
Oh, you're right.
And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
She doesn't seem convinced that she loves him.
I think she's angry.
She's in Glasgow. Baby. Okay, a lot of babies.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
So that's definitely Hannah.
Can I just say, I feel like the flaw with this video game is that it is really easy to find, like, to cycle through all the clips. Because it just kind of leads you, like a story. Like her story.
Right. Well, it's supposed to lead you.
It is supposed to lead you, but I think, like, I feel like we haven't hit a roadblock yet, if that makes sense.
You mean there's no difficulty? Well,
Yeah.
there's difficulty of the mystery.
Yeah, I guess it's more like the teaser for the brain.
Right.
But I don't know. It's not. Well, sorry.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time with Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby. It came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on
No
living at
tattoos.
Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Okay. More thoughts?
So, definitely my theory that Simon got both of them pregnant at different times,
Yeah.
married Hannah, lost the baby, got Eve pregnant, and one of them killed him for whatever reason.
So, clinic. Have we searched for clinic?
No.
Because she said she went to Glasgow to see if the baby was still growing inside of her.
And we haven't looked for tattoo yet either.
I thought we did.
We didn't search it yet.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true.
Them?
I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me then Simon.
Okay.
She the baby or she?
She is in
Hannah?
Hannah. So what's A and E? Okay, just that. Taxi. Okay. Is there 2 T's in taxi?
Yeah.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
For Eve, apple and snake.
I get it. Okay.
So, sorry, go ahead. Oxford is good.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford.
Okay, he went to a conference in Oxford.
Probably like
It was
the
supposed to be a
place.
secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Secrets.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book, the knock code. Something prisoners of war would use.
That was
We'd
that
tap them out
happy.
on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
Okay, so just like the code. The tapping.
Knock.
Yeah, knock. Oh, we found it somewhere.
Yeah.
I added Morse to it. Morse code.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Okay.
So, I had a code. I can't believe we never searched twins.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Okay, keep going.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
That's really early too. It's February 7th. That's like because most of the other clips are
Later.
late June, early July.
Yeah.
So this clip is from early.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that.
This is March.
Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Princess Diana, the one that died in... She's a real person.
Yeah, but wait, Diana got a divorce?
From Prince Charles. And then she died a year later.
With the paparazzi thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a divorce involved.
Oh, yeah. They got divorced. And then that's why there's so many conspiracy theories out there. Because people are like...
Had to get rid of her.
Yeah, but, you know.
Princess.
Yeah, we didn't search princess.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember, well, I went over the river. And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably parked... Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There. We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
We never searched for Rapunzel, did we?
Rapunzel.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
What card? What?
Remember when they
She's
showed
like...
her the picture?
Yeah.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Weird. Huh. His back is messed up, she said.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
There's another one.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Okay. Oop. Cancel.
They're like, yeah, you haven't figured this out yet?
I hit escape on accident. So, 33 inches found for back.
Well, she talked about his discs being slipped, which are part of your back.
Oh, yeah. Maybe back is just like a very common word to use. Glazier.
No. Oh, well, yeah, I guess they did spell it that way.
Mobile phone? Yeah. Well,
Phone.
they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. I did. Well, We met when we were 17, both working at the Glaziers.
Okay, so that's just revealing what we already knew.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a Glazier, he doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
So this is early on, though, yeah. Oh. We already searched body.
Right.
The conference.
Conference?
Did we ever talk about that?
That's where they had like a secret meeting place at Oxford. They had like a romantic weekend.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells.
The church has come up a couple of times, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it was very romantic.
So, hotel.
Yeah.
And the hotel said he was there?
What?
Weird.
No. I was 15. Carl was older.
Carl?
17, I think.
What?
I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It was stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Okay. I remember she said she chose her sister over Simon. Like she was more important to her.
Right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sex.
Great
Really?
guess.
You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Yes, yes.
Not
it
when you're a
is.
murder suspect.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Whoa, salty. Woo! Oh, quote
So-
marks.
Our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
10 years. Okay, so they've been married 10 years?
Fairly average did not sound very...
Well, she put it in quotation
I know,
marks.
it does not give us...
We got married at 17.
So she's 27.
So she's 27.
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Wow.
No, I was 15. Carl was older.
Have we searched Carl yet?
No.
Let's figure out this Carl, man.
Who is Carl?
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Great.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Until Simon.
Okay, so wait. Was that Hannah or Eve talking?
That was
Eve.
Hannah. No, sorry, yes, Eve.
So Hannah pursued Simon.
Apparently. Because Hannah got married to Simon.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon.
Yeah.
She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
They really believe in this Ouija board.
Mm.
Just
After
like that.
It was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Dang. More flickering. Ouija.
How do you spell Ouija?
O-U-I.
J-I?
I think it's J-A.
Ouija.
Yeah.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a
Yeah.
sign.
Of family.
Yeah. We could do... Oh yeah, 10 year.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. But he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Passive aggressive.
Arguments.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years. I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's
Dead. Now he's dead.
That's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead. But the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Whoa.
Very possessive.
Hannah getting hardcore.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
Okay, so
So one of them found him in the basement.
Yeah.
And one of them found him.
Instead.
This is Eve. Okay.
In his throat. How?
What?
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
So that was Eve talking, right?
Yeah.
So Hannah murdered him. Or accidentally cut his throat open.
Apparently. Throat. Chit chat.
Are we done? This is weird.
Okay. Why did it not let me type?
Because maybe you have to close out of the other thing.
I can't type.
Maybe we haven't
Oh,
solved.
I can only type yes.
Oh.
Good. So who's accused? Oh, I can only type no or yes.
Oh.
What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think yes. I mean,
Okay. Who is this person?
this is
SB?
but if we're Sarah,
Yeah.
then we're the daughter.
Yeah.
The Hannah wanted to name the baby Sarah.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that.
What?
My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Okay, so does this mean we're done? I'm
think so.
really
I
confused.
think that means we're done.
So the game is over? But they said log out.
I want to see cracks with class. GROCE. So something about the mirror game.
Do you think we figured it out but didn't figure it out?
Maybe.
Well, wait, click log off. There's log off over there. Oh, that's to
I think
leave.
it quits the game.
Ugh.
I think we've finished.
But I feel like I need some kind of confirmation that we did a good job. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I think that's what this was. I'm glad. I'll be waiting outside, log off, and we can meet over the road. So I'm gonna log off then.
Okay.
Huh.
So, in conclusion, what did you think about it?
That was super interesting.
Yeah, I'm still creeped out though. I feel like I didn't get like the full understanding of what was going on.
Right. I'd love to see like all those videos like in order.
Yeah.
Naomi Shakespeare.
So her story is what? Is about both hers,
Yeah.
but probably her being like our mother
Right.
from the perspective of Sarah.
Right.
So why the dad was killed.
Right.
Which is like, why would they be telling her story to this kid if...
A lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Was this like a
Do you
Kickstarter then?
feel like this was anticlimactic?
Oh, it just lets me back in. That was interesting.
Yep.